So if you come to the United States to visit the president of the United States while being a president of a foreign nation that we have helped so much, you better respect Big Daddy Don, Donald Trump, the new sheriff in town. Well, Zelensky, he did a little too much snow candy, came in wearing his black suit, thinking, oh, look at me, I look like a general. You're a clown. Well, he came in, got spanked by Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, completely destroyed the deal that was supposed to be the first step towards peace, and went home ashamed. Well, now Ukraine is rising up. Ukrainian leadership, their parliament, the way they call it is Verkhovna Rada, is calling for an impeachment, and they want Zelensky to be held in trial. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a huge favor, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. Where are you watching me from? Let's get right into it. So, coming from the Economic Times, Ukrainian MP Alexander Dubinsky demands Volodymyr Zelensky's removal, citing diplomatic failure with Donald Trump. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky found himself in a storm of political fire after a tense meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump and J.D. Vance at the White House. The high-stakes encounter resulted in a public rebuke from Trump, who questioned Zelensky's leadership and Ukraine's reliance on American support. In the aftermath, Ukrainian MP Alexander Dubinsky, that's like the Speaker of the House, launched a scathing attack on Zelensky, labeling the meeting a, quote, diplomatic failure and the final act of the regime's collapse. Quote, the events of the past hours, the public humiliation of Zelensky at the White House, Trump's acknowledgement of Zelensky's diplomatic failure, and Ukraine's loss of unconditional United States support have marked the final act of the regime's collapse, Dubinsky wrote on X. But Zelensky has not only failed in foreign policy, he has driven the country into a state where anyone who disagrees with his course faces repression, meaning like all the people Zelensky had unalived. Dubinsky called for an emergency session of the Ukrainian parliament to initiate impeachment proceedings against Zelensky. He laid out his accusations in blunt terms: foreign policy failure, Ukraine's increasing isolation, and the loss of critical Western support. He went on, and this is what he actually said in front of them. This is a quote in the parliament. I appeal to all members of the Ukrainian parliament. Stop wasting time. Stop waiting. Zelensky is bankrupt. Zelensky is not Ukraine. It is time to put him on trial. If he cannot offer a real way out of the crisis, then it is up to us to make fateful decisions, Dubinsky declared. I love what he said. Zelensky is not Ukraine. Zelensky is a mistake of Ukraine, kind of like Joe Biden is not the United States of America. He was just a mistake, an accidental little, psyop brought to us by the deep state and their globalist regime. Zelensky needs to go. People in Ukraine, you rose up in 2014 by a sponsored coup by the deep state of the United States and Europe. Will now rise up as Ukrainians. You need a Maidan 2.0. You need a government overhaul. But this time, don't put any actors or comedians or oligarchs into power. Regular folk who work 9 to 5, who have a small business, who are not on TV or big shot bankers. No. Reform your country. Turn Zelensky's regime upside down. He has killed American journalists for tweets. While in Russia, American prisoners were there for 3 years and came home. All their teeth in their mouth. Their nails are fine. They're not skinny. This is where we need to rethink our alliances and our friendships. How do you treat prisoners tells me a lot about you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Zelensky regime is collapsing in front of our eyes. Hey, even if Russia goes and takes all of Ukraine and all the minerals, I'm sure Trump will work out a great deal with Russia. on the minerals and how we will get our money back and some. With that being said, let me ask you again, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe. Love you guys. God bless you. See you on the next one. I'm out.